far-right anti-Semitic nutjob, commentator Candace Owens had a full-on meltdown this week, repeatedly getting angry at the right-leaning satirical website, the Babylon Bee, for an article published Sunday called "Candace Owens Horrified to Learn Christmas Was Started by Birth of a Jew." Editor-in-chief of the Bee, Kyle Mann, responded on X hilariously posting, "I think maybe you just didn't get the joke. Let me try to explain. It's that Candace Owens was horrified to learn Christmas was started by the birth of a Jew. Hope this helps." Owens responded, "Everyone is just starting to see the agenda behind your, quote, jokes. Hope this helps." Pretty hilarious back and forth. Candace completely lost her mind. She continued fuming at the Bee in additional posts, writing, "They never make jokes about Jews. That's part of the feedback. 2, we aren't asking for it to be censored. We're asking for it to be funny. No one asked for Alec Baldwin to be censored on SNL. We just didn't think he was funny and noticed he was just sort of an angry man." Which, by the way, for the record, the Bee totally does make jokes about Jews. They've had in recent times at least 3 different posts directly making pretty strong jokes about Jews and the Jewish community. So that's not even accurate. But Candace Owens always wants more jokes directed at Jews. She wasn't done still posting as well. Quote, "Are we required to think the Babylon Bee is funny when they can take so many shots at Christians and mock Mary and then just go, it's a joke? We can take a joke. Maybe the writers can learn to take an opinion. People simply aren't finding them as funny as they used to be." Babylon Bee's managing editor, Joel Berry, replied, quote, "Candace Owens is really spending Christmas Eve melting down about a Babylon Bee joke." Then editor-in-chief Mann replied again, quoting English author G.K. Chesterton, quote, "A man is angry at a libel because it is false, but at a satire because it is true." Mann went on to defend the article in a series of replies to angry X users, including one who wrote, quote, "I'm kind of confused why the Bee pretends to be Christian when it's run by a bunch of Jews. The Daily Wire does the exact same thing. Why?" You gotta love that phrase, bunch of Jews, doesn't sound anti-Semitic at all. Mann replied, quote, "It's a conspiracy, we're all out to get you." Owens continued to get skewered, primarily from the right. Check out these posts from an account, Strix Wixman, saying Candace Owens pens 87th tweet explaining she's not mad about unfunny joke. It's not worth obsessing about anyway. And then AG Hamilton 29 posted, "It's almost as if Candace Owens is just a liar, upset that the Babylon Bee rightly made fun of the fact that she's obsessed with hating Jews." And there was this unintentionally hilarious one defending Owens. Julio Menendez saying, "We're angry at this one because we realize a trusted source of information is just a biased propaganda with a different agenda." And Kyle Mann, the editor-in-chief, wrote, "The Babylon Bee was a trusted source of information to you?" If you don't, they're of course a satirical website, and if you don't remember Owens' history of anti-Semitism, she supported Kanye during his I Like Hitler tour. She was fired from the Daily Wire over anti-Semitism. She said Jews are involved in a sinister plot, as well as DC, Jews in Hollywood and DC, and was labeled recently Antisemite of the Year by right-leaning watchdog group that said there's no psychotic hole too extreme for this poisonous hater. She just doesn't like being called out for her hatred. Cenk?
Yeah, so by the way, I found out a long time ago that there's this app, I don't know if it still even exists, called Christian Mingle. And
it exists.
It does, okay. So it turns out, I think the founder is Jewish, right? And I thought that was awesome and hilarious. And if you say, oh, why is it being run by a Jewish? Because he thought it made sense that it was a good market, right? I'm like, hat off, brother. Like, so why not? Who cares who runs this site? What difference does it make? Do you like it or don't you like it? Are you gonna not like it based on the religion of the person who runs it? So it's absurd. Look, the problem with Candace Owens isn't her positions on Israel. So unfortunately, I find myself on the same side as Candace on that issue. The problem with her point of view is her views about Jews. That's a completely different thing. So Israel as a government is a far right-wing government that I think is doing 1,000 things wrong. Okay, but that doesn't mean you should start randomly blaming Jews for different things here in America. And so if you say, oh, well, it's not random, but it kind of is. So when she started talking about how Jews are on Hollywood and that there's a group of nefarious Jews who run different industries in America, that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man. That doesn't help the cause of Palestine at all. In fact, I think it greatly hurts it because it conflates those two issues when they are not. When you should not conflate those two issues, that is counterfactual and it's immoral to do that. No, guys, look, I've said this 1,000 times. Whether it's venture capitalists, whether it's people in media, etc., Are there Jewish bankers? Of course. Are there non-Jewish bankers? Of course. Same in media, right? So this idea is just horrible. It doesn't help anyone. And then she liked to tweet about Jews drinking Christian blood. I don't know, maybe she has an excuse for it, but that to me was so over the line that I'm done with that conversation. Like, any talk of drinking blood is weirdo, unacceptable, lunatic, anti-Semitic, and please stop hurting our side by doing these conversations that are so counterproductive about Jewish Americans. And by the way, some of the best fighters for freeing Palestine in America are Jewish.
Yeah, and not only does it not advance the cause of Palestinians, which we all should be supporting advancing the cause of Palestinians, it also does no favors to the Jewish people as well.
Yes.
It's directly hurtful to us. And so I approve everything you said, and my people do control the media. And so well done, Cenk. You get another few months on the air. Can I get a little more blood, anybody? I'm a little low.
Yes, the joke that Ben is making for those who are uninitiated is that I run the company and he's a contributor. So, look at that. Maybe sometimes it's not the conspiracy you thought.
The Muslims control the media. I knew it.
All right, guys. Bonus episode for the members. Super interesting fight. MAGA versus Dan Crenshaw. Cat Dirt versus Dan Crenshaw. So that's a trip. And whose side am I on? Well, we'll find out. So tyt.com/join. You get 20% off today if you join today, or hit the join button below on YouTube. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.